Hello, my name is Monica Vasilescu, journalist Ziare.com, and next to me is Peter de Boer, CEO AGRAR. Welcome again, Peter. The planned move to the main market in H1 2027 suggests a new phase in AGRAR capital markets journey. What does the company need to demonstrate operationally and structurally in the next 12-18 months to truly qualify as a main market institution-ready agro-business?
Well, thank you very much for the question. I mean, going to the main market is you don't do that in several months, let's say. So we are already preparing for a long time for that. So what we did last year is when I became CEO, we updated, or let's say we transformed a bit our management team to be main market ready. Last year we implemented IFRS. We restated our results from 2024 to 2025 and 2025 as well. And from now on in Q1 we will start to produce IFRS results. So our reports will mainly be occupied by IFRS. That will be the main performance indicators. And we are in a favorable position that IFRS significantly improve our current results due to that we changed from cost calculation to fair value method of mainly the biological assets. What we need to do still this year, I would say, is we need to implement certain committees. Think of a remuneration committee, an audit committee. We need to source some persons to occupy these kind of positions. As well as further implementation of IFRS in our SAP and our ERP system, because now we still need to be done manually, but from the second part of the year we also implement in our SAP ERP system. So that's another thing that we need to do. And of course we need to find this year a brokerage company who will support us. We need to find some banks. It's all estimated to finalize it in the first half of the year. And then we will be fully ready next year from our perspective. But by the end of the day, the market will judge, let's say, if we are really main market ready. But if we look to our liquidity of our stock and the growth since listing, we grew over 400%. We have by far the largest liquidity on the aero market. And we can, from many days and many weeks, we can already compete with some index companies on the main market. So from our perspective, we are more or less there. And probably one extra thing that we will add is to diversify or to add some additional board members of the board of directors.
You are returning at the quarterly report event to present what you call the defining year for AGRAR. What message do you most want investors in the room to take away, and why does direct presence and dialogue with shareholders matter to you personally at this stage of AGRAR evolution?
Well, for us, especially retail investors, they matter a lot. If we look, we started with 150 investors. Currently, we have over 5,000. The far majority are retail investors. So since 2002, when we made the growth, up to now, the growth of 400%, that is mainly due to the retail investors. And luckily, we have a lot of fans there and supporters there. So the retail investors so far have been amazing. Also, last year, we were able to attract one of the largest institutional investors on the Romanian market with a stake of 2% in our company. Our current strategy is to further diversify, especially on the institutional side. So that's the task for this year and next year. And the year of execution, I mean, we had fantastic figures operationally and financially. This year also operationally started terrific. I mean, we have in the first 2 months additional milk production compared to last year of 23%. We will significantly grow over the whole year in milk production, but mainly we will have a lot of investments. So of course there is some headwind on the milk supply market, but it's really short term. We estimated this for the first half year. But in the meantime, we are really confident that the market will grow, which means that we will start the construction of the Q2 farm. It's an additional farm, so it shows the confidence of the management team in the milk market on the long term and to grow there further. We will open our first wheatgrass facility, which will produce 30% of the feedstock in a hydroponic farm, so a completely closed off space for the Q1 farm, which means higher protein level, every day 40 tons of fresh food. It will replace 30%. No herbicides, no pesticides, 90% less water usage. With that plant, we can more or less replace, let's say, 500 hectares of conventional farming, and we can deliver constant quality. So that's a really promising project. And of course, our first processing plant, where we will have a production capacity of 150,000 liters, where we produce cream, skimmed milk, milk with an exact percent fat. So we can not only sell to milk processors, but we can sell to ice cream factories, bakeries. We can also bring milk further away. We will be able to take out the water from the milk to a certain degree. That means now we need to transport 100,000 liters, we need 4 trucks. That can be done from September with 1 truck. So that's a huge transportation cost reduction, which means we can extend our geography where we could sell our products, mainly to Greece and northern Italy, where generally speaking the milk prices and also the prices for these kind of other commodities are the highest in the EU.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.